Hey, hey guys, what's up? It's the Culture Detective here, investigating your favorite albums, and today I'm going to do an album review on the latest Girl in Red album, If I Could Make It Go Quiet. Girl in Red is a Norwegian singer-songwriter. Her real name is Marie Olven, and she makes indie pop music, and this is her debut album. If I Could Make It Go Quiet. Truth be told, while at first I thought the album is okay because on the surface the production is actually not the worst, I'll say that after 2 or 3 more listens, it's become more apparent that this album is kind of lackluster because the melodies and the songwriting is just very weak. So we have the album opener Serotonin, which is a catchy, fun song with nice production with a lo-fi beat underneath. Lyrically, it is a song about chemical imbalance, violent thoughts, yada yada. And it is not a bad album opener. And while I'm not crazy for the hook or the verses of this track, hey, at least it's fine. But from this point on, the album just gets worse and worse. We have the track Did You Come, which is actually literally the same as Serotonin. It's literally the same as Serotonin. Na 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 na, and it's literally the same. The verses are literally the same, except I guess the vocals are weaker, the production is weaker, the hook it's literally the same. Then we have the track Body and Mind with its quiet verses and explosive overblown choruses. I really love this comparison here where this song is being compared to Imagine Dragons, and it's kind of hilarious to me because it's a funny idea that Imagine Dragons is now considered an insult, but yeah, this track is a little too overblown. Then we have the track Horny Lovesick Mess, which is a quaint piano ballad, and I don't know why. And I've only noticed it at this point where nearly every single track on the album is where Marie Olven sort of layers her vocals, and since her singing is actually not that great, she layers it to give it a little bit more energy. But since her singing in and of itself is not so great, the layered vocals just sound a little bit more annoying. And that's exactly what's going on this track, where with a quieter piano ballad where the instrumentals do not take the spotlight, we hear more of the vocals. And wow, they are lackluster. Then we have Midnight Love, which pretty much suffers from the same problem. We get these howling vocals that are very drenched in reverb, and they just don't sound good at all. And given how spacey this track is, it's just very forgettable. Then we have the track You Stupid Bitch, which is lyrically one of the most problematic moments on the entire album, where the lyrics, especially the chorus, is basically, "You stupid bitch, can't you see the perfect one for you is me," and it keeps on repeating at the same time. And for a song this tongue-in-cheek, you may think that, hey, this is satire, it's ironic, it's supposed to be like that. But actually, given the context of the album, it's actually unironically like that, which is very concerning. And then we have the track Rue, which is a pretty driving dance track with swishy productions, one of the better tracks on the album. Oh my god, the sun, oh my god, oh my goodness. Okay, Rue is one of the better tracks on the album, admittedly, and one of the highlights in my opinion. And then we have the last leg of the album. Starting off, we have Apartment 402, where the production gets really quiet again, and the vocals are flat as I don't know, a pancake. Where this is one of the few tracks on the album where Marie Olven just doesn't really stack her vocals, and it's just one layer, and it just becomes so unenergetic and flat and dull. And then we have the track Full Stop, or Period, or Dot, however you like to call it, and the vocals are rather redundant on this track. The guitars on this thing are really bland and the production is really washed out, making this track another really forgettable track. Almost as forgettable as the song title, probably. Then we have the track I'll Call You Mine, which is a summery, bright rock song, and the instrumentals are actually okay. And even though this track has a pretty abrupt ending, it's still one of the better tracks on the album. But what happens afterwards is the real last track. It would feel like this, which is essentially a 1.5 minute long piano string piece. Huh? What? Yeah. I would definitely prefer it if the album ends off with like a real, like a solid song, like a sung song instead of an instrumental piece, to be honest. And it's just a really anticlimactic ending. You know what? I wouldn't be disappointed if the album ends off on I'll Call You Mine. It would be less disappointing. Even though it's still not as good of an ending, it would be less disappointing. But no, it has to be this random piano string piece. That isn't even all that good. So, yeah, unfortunately, the album here, it's bland, it's poorly written, the vocals are very lackluster, and it's not a very good album. My favorite track here is Serotonin, and my least favorite is, actually, I really like Rue. My favorite is Rue. My least favorite is, You Stupid Bitch, and, hornylovesickmess. I just don't like that song. I'm giving Girl in Red with If I Could Make It Go Quiet a strong 3 out of 10. So, we have you listened to the latest Girl in Red album from 1 to 10. How much you rate it? Like if you like it and subscribe if you want more. And thanks for watching. I will be reviewing the Black Keys and Sons of Kemet and 21 Pilots very soon. And Black Media Hype.